Okay, I'm going to make this extremely brief because I don't want to go on a long tangent with this one. So before I start with this, I'm going to specify right now this is not directed at Sigourney Beaver herself. What I am about to discuss has nothing to do with her and has everything to do with her fan base. Her fan base is what this video is directed at. So do not use this video to go send hate to Sigourney because Sigourney doesn't deserve hate at all. So I'm making this disclaimer now. This is calling out the fan base of Sigourney, not Sigourney herself. So before anybody comes clicking on this video and thinking y'all need to play Superman and White Knight Sigourney, it's not about her, it's about you. Now, with that out of the way, I'm going to say this. I'm getting very sick and tired of these comment sections being filled with nothing but Sigourney stands, which, again, my issue isn't that you like her. That's completely fine. My issue is that you attack other people. You all attack other people who don't live for her, who don't enjoy her, who don't, worship the ground she walks on. And y'all love throwing around the term sexist when it doesn't fucking apply. There is no sexism being directed at Sigourney on either season she competed on. So what y'all need to stop doing is stop spreading false narratives about other people and stop sending hate. Y'all sent nothing but racist messages to Mary and Zava all season long last season. And in this season, y'all are acting up again, acting as if you don't also have a fucking problem with how other people are. You can like Sigourney Beaver. Nobody said you can't love her. If she's your favorite queen on the show, that's fine. More power to you. I have no problems if you like her. You can like who the fuck you like, and I can like who the fuck I want to like. Nobody said we have to agree. Nobody said you have to agree to like who I like, and nobody says you have to agree. We have to agree to like what you like. So stop starting shit with people and accusing people of spewing hatred just because they're not living for your fucking fave. If people felt that her looks were repetitive, they were kind of repetitive to the point where even the judges themselves called it out on her season. That is where I have the issue. You guys don't let any kind of criticism go to her at all without labeling it as sexist, even if it's not coming from a sexist place. Even when it's not coming from a place of this. What if someone just doesn't live for her style? Does everybody have to live for every fucking look she wears? Does everybody have to kiss her fucking ass every time she touches the screen? Does everybody have to go, yes, Diva, every time they see her? No. No, that's okay to not like what she's giving. And it's okay to like her as well. But when y'all hear, oh, I'm just not a personal fan of her, you hear sexist. You don't hear, no, I'm not a personal fan of her because her looks are repetitive and she just didn't vibe with them. Some people just don't vibe with her personality. Her personality is not for everybody, just like everyone's personality is not for everybody. My personality is not for everybody. Some people just don't like her personality, which is fine. Her personality is very abrasive. But y'all want to act like she is this untouchable angel who does no wrong. She's not. Nobody is there. Nobody on that cast is a saint. Nobody is. So stop getting pissy every fucking time someone don't live for your fave. And as you Sigourney fans who do this the most. Toxic as fuck, racist as fuck, obnoxious as fuck. That's the shit I can't stand. Always starting drama for no fucking reason. Oh, boo fucking who? Nobody's lit. Boo fucking who? Some people don't live for your queen. Okay, get the fuck over it. If she brings you joy, let her bring you joy. Don't need to tear somebody else down just because they're not living for her, just like you are. You want to kiss her ass all you want? Kiss her fucking ass. Kiss her fucking ass. Nobody cares. But don't force other people to have that same opinion just because you have a warped view of what certain things are. And also, stop throwing around the term misogyny when it doesn't apply. None of you know what real fucking misogyny is. Not liking somebody who happens to be a woman is not misogyny. Now, if you hate them specifically because they are a woman and you treat them like shit because they are a woman, that is misogyny. And I've seen some people say, oh, they don't love. I've seen some people say, oh, y'all don't like her because you can't handle her confidence because you don't like confident women. Landon Sider was a confident woman all season long and won. And nobody had an issue with Landon Sider, who is also a woman. Nobody had an issue with Jarvis Hammer or Throb Zombie. I don't know what pronouns they go by, but they are AFAB performers. Same thing. And Throb was borderline classist on her season. Like she was talking down to Fantasia all season long. And nobody had a word to say about that. I wonder why nobody has a word to say about that. But have the other way around happen, and all of a sudden it's a fucking problem. But when a white girl does it, it's totally okay. Since you want to be putting fucking labels on things, you really need to think about this too. If everybody in the room is saying the same thing about her 2 seasons in a row, maybe it's not sexism. Maybe that's genuinely the vibe she's giving off in the workroom. You don't know. This shit is recorded for hours. There could be hours and hours of footage that's cut that we don't see. Sure, we're seeing her personality in dosages and in small dosages. Sure, you can easily edit that personality to be cunty yes queen. But when you're around that personality for more than 10 hours, it's understandable why that could be grating around other people. It's understandable why that could be irritating around other people. So it's just irritating every time we open up the comment section and somebody has even something slightly negative to say about Sigourney. Like, let's say somebody didn't like her hairy monster look, which even the judges didn't like. I still saw a bunch of people in the comment section from her fan base calling people sexist for not living for that look. That was a horrible look. Horrible interpretation of hairy monster. Horrible nude illusion. It was just not good. But even when she has a bad look, y'all get pissed when someone don't live for it. Because you're expecting her to be in the top every fucking week, even when she has justifiable bottom placements. Y'all get pissed and act like she should be. You act as if when we see her, we should just bow down to her like she's a goddess. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not going to kiss her ass. Just because y'all want other people to like her. You can bully people into liking her if you want to. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna make you look stupid. And it's gonna make you look like a fucking obsessed fan. Like an obsessed stalkerish fan. Like you really think Sigourney is checking for you? You really think Sigourney is going like yes, queen, every time you spew a racist comment towards Mary and Zava? You think people you think she's happy whenever she sees her fan base get all pissy and bully other people because they don't like her? No, she doesn't like that. So why would you do that? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Like, I understand everyone has their favorites. That part is clicking to me. I understand that everybody is going to enjoy whatever everyone's going to enjoy. But here's the thing, why does everyone have to like your favorite? Why is everyone all of a sudden a misogynistic pig because they don't live for Sigourney? Like, why do they have to live for Sigourney? What if they just don't vibe with her humor? What if they just don't vibe with her drag style? What if they just don't vibe with who she is as a person? That makes them a horrible person because they do that, and all of a sudden that means they must feel that way because she is a woman. Get the fuck out of here. Priscilla Chambers is also a woman, and nobody in her fan base has come close to the level of toxicity that I've seen in Sigourney's fan base. And if you really, I've seen so many people say Sigourney gets the most amount of hate this season. No, I actually think Jade got the most amount of hate this season. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is it so hard to accept the fact that there are people who aren't going to be living for you fucking fave? There are going to be people who aren't going to be living for her runways. And that doesn't mean that just because they don't live for her runways means that they hate her because she's a woman. No, it's because her runways are predictable. When you already know what someone's going to wear before they even walk out on the runway, that has nothing to do with what's between their legs. Personally, for me, I felt Sigourney's runways were predictable on her original season, and I would have said that same thing even if she was born with a penis. It makes no difference to me. It's the same thing how I felt Lucky Stars from Drag Race. All her runways basically look the same. Her sale from Drag Race France, same thing. Mostly similar runways with little to no differences. Dragula, there's been a couple girls on there who've worn the same thing every runway. Plenty. I'd be saying the same thing regardless of what she has between her legs. That's what I'm getting at. So why is having the opinion that her runways are repetitive sexist when it's true? And I've already seen a couple people point out, oh, well, you never say anything about Hoso. Hers always look the same. Hoso actually did switch it up, but people forgot that she switched it up. Episode 1, horror. Episode 2, glamour. She literally came out as a glamorous vampire in episode 2. Literally says in the workroom that she's going for a glamour vibe. And then her hairy monster definitely fit the category of filth. So before anyone points out Hoso, she did switch it up. And I'm pointing out where she switched it up. Since you bitches want to play that game. So, in conclusion, if you don't live for Sigourney Weaver, No, you are not a misogynistic pig. If you don't live for her because she is a woman, then yes, you are a misogynistic pig. But if you don't live for her because you just don't love her runway package, that's fine. Her runway package isn't for everybody. And who cares? It's a fucking opinion. But I forgot. I forgot. You can't have opinions anymore. You can't have opinions anymore without people throwing a tantrum because you don't have the same opinion that they do because they want you to be a fucking hive mind. We all got to think the same, right? We can't have our own opinions, right? Right? Oh, right. And then y'all want to act like this person is being a saint this season when literally this episode, she was acting immature the entire episode. Entire episode. You asked Dahlia to give her honest opinions on everyone in there, including you. You asked that, Sigourney Beaver. You asked for that. And then when she gave you her opinion on you, you threw a tantrum like a child. But we can't point that out. We can't point out her being immature because if we point out her being immature, ooh, you're looking at that because she's a woman. No, I'm looking at that because she's being immature in that fucking moment. You wanted me to point out another immature moment that rubs me the wrong way with her? How she was acting with JK. Why do you have to assume JK is being fake towards you? Why do you have to assume JK doesn't actually care about you? Why do you have to assume? Hmm? JK apologized to you and you then throw yet another tantrum in in your confessionals. But we point that out. That rubs people the wrong way. Oh, sexist. You're sexist for thinking that. She literally did that. Play the episode again. She literally did that. Asked for an opinion about her, got an opinion about her, and then proceeded to throw a tantrum over said opinion about her. It's just not a fun personality to watch. But hey, you guys don't do anything wrong, right? You guys are perfect. She's perfect. She don't make any mistakes. It's okay. It's okay if she acts immature and bratty on the show, but the moment Zavaleta acts immature and bratty on the show, she get death threats, right? You know. So with that being said, do not send any hate to Sigourney Beaver. This message was mainly directed at her nasty ass fan base. So, Sigourney fans, this is to you. Grow the fuck up. Stop throwing tantrums every time someone don't live for your fave. It's Dragula, baby. Not everyone's going to be living for your fave. So grow up, get over it, and just enjoy who you like without tearing other people down and having this nasty superiority complex every time someone so much as sneezes in her direction. She's not an untouchable goddess, and you need to stop acting that way, you dirty simps. Thank you. This is Kenny Mitsu 877 signing out. Bye bye.